Wife, children. Do you have children?
Yes.
What did the wife do? How old is the wife?
She was born in 1985.
Yeah. 39 years old.
She worked in the district administration and social services.
In the administration.
Helps the poor.
Yeah, got it, okay.
She the chief specialist there.
Work in the city administration. What is her nationality?
Chechen woman.
Chechen. Religion?
Islam.
Islam. Children?
Son and daughter.
How old is your son?
My son will be 12 years old. He turned 12 on September 9th. And my daughter...
It was his birthday recently.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter?
And my daughter will be 7 in October.
Got it. Where do you live? Meaning in what city and what do you have? An apartment or a house?
We have a house in the village of Aitim.
In the village. What did you do there?
Patrolman in the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
That is in the police, patrol and
Yes.
guard service.
At the police station.
I see. What education do you have? Well, higher or secondary?
School.
Yeah.
Complete secondary education. 11th grade.
Please tell me, what year you graduated from school and what did you do next?
Graduated in 2007.
In 2007.
And after that I entered a technical school in the construction department in the city of Grozny. My friend told me that I can study there and get a diploma easily.
What technical school is this? The construction technical school in Grozny?
Yes, in Grozny.
What educational institution
Well,
was this?
college.
Tell me, what specialty did you study there?
The builder received a blue diploma from the construction faculty. I studied to be a foreman by profession, construction foreman.
Well, what is your specialty?
Foreman. Foreman.
There is no such specialty. What is written in your diploma?
I have there
What year did you graduate?
in 2012. I immediately entered the second year.
Wait, after school you entered in 2007, you entered what educational institution in Grozny?
In 2008, I had to study to college right away to the second year. I studied by correspondence and only visited the college twice during the entire time. I've only been there twice. And in short, after 3 or 4 years, they simply gave me my diploma. They simply called me and gave me a diploma.
How many times have you been to college in 4 years?
Twice. They called twice. They told me that you live far away and didn't call me.
How much did it cost you?
Well, to get a diploma, it cost 33,000 rubles.
You paid 30,000 and they gave you a diploma?
Yeah.
And what is your specialty, do you know? Besides the fact that the diploma is blue.
Blue collar.
Foreman cannot be written there.
Builder. Well, there was
I'm making fun of you because a person who has only been to the institution where he studied twice during his entire education cannot know by default. Did you write your diploma dissertation?
I didn't understand the question.
You wrote some final work. To get a diploma, you need to do a big project.
When I received my diploma, I simply signed it and that was it.
I understand that you signed for it to be given to you.
Uh-huh.
To get a diploma, you need to pass exams and write a final project.
Well, we also paid for the session. They told us the cost.
How much did you pay for the sessions?
They told me to pay for the sessions plus 30,000 and that's it. They just gave me my diploma.
How much did you spend on sessions per year?
There were 8,000.
Twice
Yes.
8,000.
Twice 8,000.
Kadyrov, how are you? Well, write the comments. What did you do while you were studying? Since you studied for 4 years, what did you do? Did you earn money?
At first, I worked on construction sites. Back then in 2009, I was working at a builder.
Entered college in 2009.
No,
In 2008?
in 2008. Yes, right. In 2009, I worked in the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
In the ministry.
Yes,
Patrolling.
yes.
What was your rank?
I was a private since 2009
Mm-hmm.
and retired from the police with the same rank in 2012. And there, in short, they offered me their
When did you receive your diploma?
for 4 years after admission.
Plus 4 years, that in 2011.
Yeah, somewhere around.
Why did you quit?
I was offered other work at construction sites, and there I could earn good money.
How much?
Well, they told me 50,000. That would be about a month. And there in 2009, we in the Ministry of Internal Affairs paid a little.
How much?
I didn't even have 30,000 there at first. There weren't 30,000, around 27, 29,000 a month.
Yeah.
So
And when did you get married?
this is my second marriage. When I first got married, I divorced her a year later.
Why? When did you first get married?
When I was 19 years old. Well, almost 20 years. I was under 20 when I got married for the first time. And after a year and a half, in short, I divorced her. We didn't get along.
Were there children?
No, not with her.
Is divorce normal in Islam?
Well, divorce, they're completely. That's it. She left, I left her, and they're. If we're married, then we're officially getting divorced.
Is the record of you being married being erased?
We're dissolving the marriage.
I see. So it turns out that you first got married and then later came to the registry office and got
Yes.
divorced. Did you come together without going to court and sign the marriage papers together?
Yes,
No,
that's
you're
how it
lying.
was. No, she went first, got divorced, and then I went and signed. We weren't there together.
Got it, right? Why did I say that I don't believe him? Now we watch his mouth and lips and tongue and how he bite his lips and moves his jaw like this. Body language, you know?
I know.
What do you know?
Well, what do these words mean in Russian?
No, there is such an expression, body language.
No, I didn't know anything like that.
These are your facial expressions, your gestures that you do not control. When you try, for example, to deceive or tell a lie, you intuitively or rather instinctively make some barely noticeable movements.
I'm telling you the truth. We're not together anymore.
Wait, that's why I asked you about the details of the divorce first. And when you answer it, you bite your tongue. I realized you were lying, and after I caught you in a lie, you changed the story. So now I will monitor your nonverbal communication more closely.
At first, I didn't understand the question, but then I understood
Well,
and
that's
answered.
clear.
Well, I don't speak Russian well,
I
that's
don't
why.
know the Chechen language well. Okay. When did you get married the second time?
I was 22 years old.
What year was this? In 2020?
Well, yes.
Somewhere, right? In 2000...
No.
Do you mean in 2000...
I've been married for 13 years now. 13 years have passed.
13 years have passed. So it turned out you got married in 2014.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I see. Let's go back. They promised to get you a job at a construction site with a salary of 45,000. You already had a blue diploma stating that you were a builder. Did you go to the construction site?
Yes.
And how long did you work there?
Well, I worked there for almost a year and earned money there. And after that, in short, they also suggested that I go, in short, to another place. In short, well, to work. The salary was much higher there, and I worked for them there. Once after that, I went to Moscow to work. There was a lot of construction there too, and there they also promised a lot of money. But when we went there, I'll be honest, even and when I worked there for 4 or 5 months without days off, constantly. So I worked there with other Chechens, and they gave us only 20,000, and they supposedly promised to give us the rest
Were
later.
you hired by Chechens?
No, there were Russians there.
Russians?
Yes.
Fine. How long did you travel and work on construction sites like this, and what happened
Well,
next?
until 2015.
Until 2015, yes. And then what?
And since 2015, I went back to work in the Ministry of Internal Affairs.
Why did you go there?
Work as a patrolman.
Why? Were you invited there?
Yeah, they told me that the salary there has increased. Well, before that, I took out a loan to live normally. What I earned was not enough for me, because if you work on a construction site, you need to buy your own food, you need to travel on your own expense, and I didn't have enough money, because I also had a house, children, family, in short.
You got married in 2013.
Well, we got married in 2013-14, and I didn't have enough money.
I understand. When was your first child born?
In 2012.
Oh, wait. Can I say...
I remember we got married in 2011. I have a son born in 2012.
Yeah, I get it. She got pregnant and you got married.
No. We created a family happily according to tradition. My relatives went to her relatives and proposed that this girl be my wife, and her parents agreed. And only after this, according to our Chechen traditions, the wedding took place, and after that we went to the registry office and signed the marriage certificate.
Got it, okay. You took out loans to live a normal life, a child was born, you worked on construction sites, it was impossible to provide for it, and the debts grow.
Yes.
Well, am I right? I just trying to shorten it.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
2015, did you join the Ministry of Internal Affairs yourself, or were you offered it?
Well, I was told that the salary increased, and because I had debts, because construction work is hard, and because work at the Ministry of Internal Affairs was close to home, I moved to work.
What was the salary at that time?
Well, if at that time, then in 2015, there were 39,000 per month.
How much did you earn at the construction site?
45,000, but it was at home, and when I worked in Moscow, they only paid me 20,000, that's all.
Did you take this job to be near your family?
Yes. I lived not far from the department, close to work.
When did your salary increase, or did you always get 39,000?
Well, that's how they paid for several years. After that, the salary increased again, well, a few years ago. And when I received new titles, I earned more. Because of this, my salary increased slightly.
What was your last salary?
The last one was 49,000.
What was your rank?
I was a warrant officer before my dismissal.
A warrant officer in Chechnya receives 49,000. Why are you so slowly ranked? Why weren't you made lieutenant? You had an education. How did you get promoted to warrant officer?
Well, my diploma was blue diploma. Well, my diploma was not suitable for the rank of officer.
Is it impossible to obtain an
No.
officer rank? How much did you pay for the rank of warrant?
Well, I was told that the gift had to be given to the person. I gave a gift of 15,000 through other people.
Look, I just know a lot because I communicate with them. In Chechnya, you can do anything without money. However, if you have money, you can solve anything. Am I right? Or not?
Well, not really.
What is not allowed?
Well, I'm generally saying that you can live a normal life and then you don't have to pay any bribes, but you can do without loans.
So, the message was delivered to her, so she know that you... I don't understand. Once again, if you take out a loan, then...
Well, if you want to provide for your family, normally pay for school, provide for your children, or build a house, then you have to take out a loan. Take out a loan, otherwise you won't have the money for it. Unless you're some kind of big commander, there's no such thing as too much money. Well, you can't live normally on a salary.
How many years did you work as a warrant officer?
I worked as a warrant officer. I got a job there in 2020, I think, like this. In 2021, I was given the rank of warrant officer. And in 2023, we were transferred to Akhmat. They created 2 regiments there. They say one is called Akhmat Chechnya, one is ours, and the other is called Akhmat Russia.
Uh-huh.
And I had a day off at home. They called me and, in short, summoned me to work.
When was this? What date?
Well, I don't remember the date. It was 2023. I don't remember
Well, in
the exact
summer,
date.
winter, autumn.
So, in May, I was transferred to the Akhmat Chechnya regiment, and on May 5th, I was given an order. Well, that was before May.
How many police officers were transferred there?
From our Ministry
Yes.
of Internal Affairs, from our 30. There are 30 people from our department.
How many are left in the department?
Well, I don't remember exactly, but there were about 200 people left there.
What did you do wrong that you were transferred to the regiment and sent to war?
I don't know myself. Once...
No, well, look. That before you, I recorded an interview with Chechens, and now we're going to talk about the topic of inter-ethnic strife with Chechnya, what disagreements there are. I remember all this indignation and comments about how I'm generalizing all Chechens like not all Chechens work for Kadyrov. I don't care, I say what I want. Listen, Dmitry Karpenko. I know that those who are undesirable to the authorities are always sent from the police to war.
Yes, that's true.
Because the previous lieutenant who was here for my interview, he was guilty of a corruption scandal and was sent to war. He became just a soldier in a Chechen army. What did you do wrong? I am simply stating this. I know that only those who have committed offenses are transferred from the police to Akhmat.
We were all fired from the district department, and after that we were enrolled in Akhmat.
Enroll it.
We were enrolled in this regiment as privates.
It's clear. Before you were fired, did you have to do something to make yourself unpopular with your boss?
No, they didn't tell me anything like that.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I think...
You must have thoughts about this topic because 200 people were not sent to war, but you were.
I thought, of course, and even I think and understood. Well, in our district department, the commanders changed. Our platoon commanders changed.
Commanders in the district department?
Yes, the platoon commanders have changed. But I once had a quarrel with my commander. I know this.
With new or old?
New one. The old man treated me well in general.
And when did you get your new commander?
New, he appeared a month or 2 before the transfer to Akhmat.
Well, that's the explanation anyway. What did you do in the last months that you were sent away?
We were there on duty. He came once for an inspection. And he said, look at everyone, check everyone. That's what they told us. And the old man was stopped. I came up. He was without a belt, without a seat belt.
You patrol police can stop cars?
Well, there were other people with us. Traffic police officer was writing them a fine. We just stopped and gave the documents to the traffic police inspector. He signed them a violation or warning, or that's how it was. I stopped him once and came up to him. There was an elderly man behind the wheel. He said, I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it again if you can let me go. And I let him go. Go, I'll figure it out. And after that they asked me, why did you let him go? We need to draw up reports. Yes, protocols were needed. I said that I would be responsible for myself. I let go. Because he is an elderly person. I felt sorry for him, so I let him go. They told me that I was doing it wrong, that I would be transferred to another platoon if I did not write up the reports. That's what the new boss told me. We had such disagreement, I didn't even listen to him and stepped aside.
Anyway, that's how I understand it. In any case, a new platoon commander sends you to war. Well, logically.
If you don't look into it, then he's a platoon commander. Who else will figure it out? Let's say so. Okay, let's say it's a coincidence, but it was the platoon commander who was collecting the list for the transfer to Akhmat. So he put me and other people on the list. With each platoon sent people. Who else can I blame beside the platoon commander?
Well, I don't know. That's why I asked you.
That's why I think so. I had a conflict with him. Announcement. That's why. Maybe I didn't listen.
Did you want to go to war?
Of course not.
Why, of course. Your generals say that you fight with joy.
When we were brought here to the KURSK region, we were told that we would not be there for long, until autumn, and then we'll return home. In short, it was like this.
No, wait, we'll get to that. When was this? What year? In 2023?
In 2023, we moved to Akhmat.
In Akhmat. Where was the transition? In Grozny, not in Grozny?
In Grozny.
Tell me again, was it summer, autumn, winter?
It was May.
May. In short, it's the beginning of summer.
It was the beginning of summer.
Yes, it's clear. At that time, your wife was already working there, right?
My wife has been working in the administration for a long time.
In the administration. Are the children studying?
My son is studying.
Son is studying. Daughter?
She was in
What is your son's
kindergarten.
name?
My son's name is Ahmed.
Ahmad?
Ahmed.
Ahmed. Sounds like Ahmad.
Ahmad.
What's your daughter's name?
Hayat.
Hayat. I ask because I will... So... I will publish this video someday when it's gonna be turn. I know that in Chechnya they practice buying disabilities papers. For money, who doesn't know? For those who don't know, Chechnya is a subsidized region of the Russian Federation, in which your Russians pay them money, appease the Chechens, and this is called, in the past it was called by the word tribute. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand a little.
The Russians pay you so that you don't show off. To keep Chechnya obedient, Kadyrov is being showered with money.
I don't understand politics after all.
Everyone talks about it differently.
Well, of course they pay, the Russians pay us.
And what do they pay you for?
I don't know, maybe just the region.
Yeah. Why do they pay more than other regions?
I don't know that. You'll have to ask them.
Ask them. Have you bought a disability certificate for your children?
They told me you have to give, so I gave.
The previous lieutenant in an interview said that this cost a steer at the time. He told how he took out a loan. I think he had 3 sons, 2 of them he bought disability benefits for himself. Well, I laughed hard then, because he bought himself a lieutenant rank on credit. 2 years later, he bought disability for the first child, I think for 800,000, and disability for the second child for 500,000. The mathematics there is very simple, and they just sell it. In short, you buy disability benefits once for 800,000, and then child is paid monthly. I don't remember what amount. If you want to take a look, there will be a link here. I hope I won't forget to add it. Disability pays for itself in 3 or 4 years. That is, such an investment is quite normal. You went to the bank, took out a loan of 800,000, gave them to the doctor. The doctors, in short, issued a disability, and every month 20,000 drops you pay off the loan. And then your child lives off the Russians for the rest of his life. It's awesome. I understand you have the same story.
Yes, that is true.
No, let's go into more detail. Let's go in order. I told you this. When you get changed, you can find this interview on the channel. And in one of the prisons, the Chechen told all this. I didn't make this up. How was it with you? The same story.
Yes, I headed there to make my son disabled. 200,000. Yes, 200,000 in the end.
200,000. What year was this?
This is what happened in 2013.
Was he just born and you registered him right away?
In a year.
Why?
Well, they offered us, you want a pension like this, so you have to give it like this. You will get money there, in short, like this.
What were his payments?
Previously, I remember it was so little, well, there were 14,000.
In 2013, there were 14,000.
Well, there wasn't much there.
Yes, you paid 200,000, you were paid 14.
Well, yes, they paid 14,000.
And then what happened?
Then, well, recently in 2023, I know it was approximately up to 21,000.
Oh, so I told the truth. I guessed right. I don't remember when exactly the video about the lieutenant was released. Maybe someone remembers. There was a Chechen lieutenant here, also a patrolman. He did something wrong there, and they sent him not to Ahmad Chechnya, but to Ahmad North. There is Ahmad North, Ahmad South, Ahmad North. I'm back again, I could be wrong. These are Chechens. Chechens like security forces. There were a lot of them in captivity who remember this story. 2 policemen and an employee of the Ministry of Emergency Situations, a border guard. They all also made some mistakes, like quarrels with commanders. As I understand it, those who are undesirable, or in short, those who serve in Chechnya and did something wrong, are fired retroactively. You were fired retroactively, right?
No, how they fired me there, well, whether it was legal or not, I don't know.
Could you refuse?
From what?
From serving in Ahmad.
I couldn't.
Why couldn't you?
Firstly, they said no one ensured they would quit, and secondly, they asked, aren't you a man or something? Are you afraid to sit in Grozny? At first they told us that Ahmad Chechnya would be in Grozny. They are supposedly Chechen reserves. They told us you will be in Chechnya, you will not go anywhere. Well, let's say deceived us.
You can express yourself freely. We have no censorship.
They promised that they wouldn't send me
I'm
anywhere.
sorry, editor.
They say they wouldn't send me anywhere. I just signed the contract. After that, if you want to quit, there will be no complaints. That's it.